We're good.
Shall we get started?
Okay.
Yep, that sounds great.
A blacksmith's waist. Oh, what is that called again?
Slug?
Flag.
Slag?
1993 Salt and Pepper hit.
I thought it's Push It, but I don't know.
Yeah. 2019 NFL MVP Jackson.
No idea.
Yeah. Blank a stinker.
Ain't I?
Ain't I? Okay. Be in mourning.
Grieve.
Wait, how do you spell grieve? Grieve.
I think it's E-I. I-E, sorry.
Okay. Oops. Easy to be hard musical of the late 60s.
1960s. It's probably Hair.
Absolute power chopped.
Omnipotence.
Oh, onion. Chopped
Okay.
onion is omnipotent. Anyways.
Well, omnipotence.
Oh,
you need to change the tense and finish the yeah.
Joyce Carol Oates, right?
Oates. Yeah.
Phrase on many no trespassing signs. What else can be chopped? I don't know. Let's do. Hold on. Shoe.
Like
isn't it? Lamar Jackson is a person.
Okay.
Exam for many piece.
Private property.
Thank you. Private property. This is pepper. Chopped pepper. Oh, like a bell pepper, I guess. Including an unlisted number. I'm a little unclear on that. Let's come over here. 1981.
Maybe at all.
Double fantasy. I don't know what that was. That was like a
ELO. I don't know, but ELO.
Okay, sounds reasonable. Omaha steak.
Well, I would be like a farm or a lot.
I don't quite get it.
Like stake your claim.
Why Omaha though?
Well, Omaha steaks are a famous, like STEAK,
right?
Are famous steaks, and so.
Oh, I see. They're just making a little pun or a little pest.
A creep.
Maybe. Well, maybe more than right or seldom correct. A bad record.
I don't know.
To set. A losing. No.
Sure. How about just losing?
Opposite a radial is
axial, but I don't know.
One in a coat. So cote.
It's probably EWE.
I'm sorry, what? EWE? What is this? Indian Prime Minister. I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, let's just keep on moving forward. Chicago to Atlanta is south.
East. Oh, okay.
I think it's mostly south. It might be east by southeast, but I think it's south by southeast. Original Veronica Mars error. You know this? Annabelle Lee poet. Do you know this?
No, I'm also having trouble thinking of three.
Oh yeah.
The
only one
what
that I
about
can
Poe?
think of is Poe, and so I'm going to throw in Poe, but I don't know that at all.
I was about to try to say I'm having trouble thinking of three-letter poets anyways, so that's perfect.
Ectopachyderm?
Plasm? Yeah. Can I see what 11, 12, and 13 down are? No, it looks like
ID checker. Super something? Maybe not.
I still think it's east southeast. When I think of Atlanta, I do not think of it as south of Chicago. I think of it as east.
Okay. Lululemon purchase. Short something?
Sport,
Oh, sport.
where?
Sport wear. Okay. Them is the enemy. And UPN. This is, I'm gonna say this is super something. World premiere. Don't know. Brain parts. Don't know.
It could be.
Beef.
I mean, it's brain parts, so I don't think it's going to end in W. So let's get rid of where. Like
Okay.
sport.
How do you
food, or
say
sport.
either pork or chicken in French? I mean, the
Coq.
meat, both. What's it? How do you spell it?
Coq is right. Coq au vin is chicken.
Oh yeah. I mean, both the English words beef and pork come from the French, right?
I don't know.
So it's anyways, okay. Brain parts we don't know. Game with scrums.
How about lobes for the brain parts?
I'm sorry, what? LODES, like that?
B.
Oh, lobes. Thank you. A world OW. Super.
And it's not ID checkers, it's id checkers. So super egos.
Oh, I see. Thank you. Luge?
Rugby.
Oh, rugby. Thank you. Sports bet. I bet. Big in hand. Eves is YSL St. Louis soda? Still soda? Does this make sense?
I don't know.
Maybe it's a pork with a C. Wait.
I don't like a sports bet because Lululemon is just a retail store. So I don't know that why you would buy a bet, but
sports bag,
sports bib or sports bag. Yeah.
Let's try. Well, let's waste minimizers.
Trash compactors.
Oh, thank you. Trash compactors.
Sports bra.
Okay. Sal soda.
I guess
maybe
so.
Is YSL wrong? Is there a
no?
What? It has to be, right? This one. Okay. Let's just somewhat totally different. Comic cry of dismay. Don't know.
Not sure.
A skimmer's target often. Tomfoolery.
Shenanigans.
A dark green side dish. Spinach.
Does kale salad fit?
Yeah, salad. Longtime CBS journalist Leslie.
No idea.
Half truths.
Okay.
Member of the British Commonwealth in the Mediterranean.
Malta? I don't know about Malta.
Okay, I'm okay with that. Fiery passions. I'm gonna put an S here. Are I don't know. Do you know? Self-deprecate, then pause to get a reaction. Squeezed? Like a one-letter. I don't get this. Chopped onion, chopped pepper, chopped tomato. That goes into like a salad. A squeezed lemon. But that doesn't quite fit, right? And so, anyways, maybe we'll just come back to this. Like some flaws. Don't know. Detail-oriented, anal.
How about fatal for the 40 down?
Fatal, thank you. Lead into an extension is
Or
something reminder. What?
as a? I don't know.
Oh, as a reminder. Sure. Drug in the LSD, I guess. Tomfoolery. I'm still a little bit unclear here. Self-deprecate. I still don't know. Okay.
What's the 38 down?
38.
I'm gonna assume it's. I'm gonna assume it's stall. TAH.
Fish for what? Compliments.
Compliments, praise.
We're not sure, I think. Concern for one with hypertension is don't know.
Well, blood pressure, but
Blood Marciano is given name. Do you know this? I don't know. Epic mess up at a critical moment. Don't know.
Snafu, I don't know.
Oh, here's another cartoon cry of dismay. Topping made with this puzzle's chopped and squeezed ingredients.
Oh, onion, pepper,
tomato,
guacamole. No.
That does not know. And then what is this one letter thing? I don't really understand. Maybe we should just come back.
There's like garlic, but
non-profit spot in brief. Secretary.
PSA.
What's that? Like that?
PSA.
Sure. Secretary of the Interior Holland.
No idea.
Me to blank.
I don't know.
A chump. Tiny creature on a slide.
Amoeba.
Deb Holland, maybe. Me to. Don't know.
Peninsula.
Jamaican exports. A digital video format. MPEG, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
A real dirt bag.
Sleeves.
Sleeves. Okay.
And what about yams for 46 across?
Okay. Non-submerging World War II menace.
There's like U-boats, but those submerged. So I don't know.
Just in case.
Else? Or if so?
Seriously.
Oh. Okay. It's fish for compliments. It's
what?
But it's squeezed.
A lemon. Is the lemon just goes in here as a rebus? Is that what you're saying?
I think so.
Wait, but if lemon.
Just fill in backwards from compliments.
Like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A dark beer is a
stout.
Stout. I like that. I'm gonna get rid of sleeves though.
Okay.
Yarns, tails.
What about sleeves bag where? Or never mind. Okay.
Place?
Can you fill in boat?
Where are you? Oh, here, boat.
Mm-hmm.
E-boat. Do you want me to get rid of the E and the G?
Not yet.
Sleeves something. Okay, seriously. Seriously, no. It's not no,
No
way.
lie.
Oh, no lie.
No lie.
Place?
Lieu. In lieu of, in place of.
Oh, just in case. Lest?
Okay, slime ball. It's
Oh,
lime
slime. Okay.
instead of lemon.
Okay.
And so you could fill in.
Oh, it's pico de gallo. Pico de gallo.
Okay.
Okay. Me to what?
I don't know.
Epic messic is a choke.
Nudge. Oh, okay.
Rico something. Concern for don't get it.
Well,
What's it? Where do you want to be?
No, I don't know. I don't have it.
A chump. Maybe something stink. No, not a stinker. A sucker. A sucker.
Oh, okay. Oh, sodium.
Sodium. Yeah. Dough. That I think is
okay.
Better. One who may endow
And so
where?
Is the 29 across then like ack?
20
and craziness.
Where are you?
29 across is ack.
Okay, craziness.
Zeals makes
Makes sense. Ack makes sense. ATM for a skimmer. I guess that sort of makes sense.
Okay.
I don't understand. What is this for a endow a scholarship?
Oh, well, is Adam something that's gonna endow a scholar? Like, if you can endow a scholarship, you are rich, right? But beyond that, like, there's like the don't be a Debbie, don't be a Karen kind of stuff.
Maybe.
Is an Adam someone who's got money? I don't know.
Who was the vice president between Hubert and Gerald?
Oh, Spiro Agnew, right?
Okay, so so maybe this is
Rums. And then an alum.
Okay. Work hardest toil. Brooding style and music professions.
Emo.
Concerns for golfers. Teas? No.
Yeah.
But what is this? Barbershop supply is talk, right?
Okay. And then leaves.
What, including an unlisted ETA?
I think it's L.
Oh, et al. Right. Rosewater. Elliot must be.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Lie.
Okay, so now we need to go.
Lies, but
well, maybe like the way the it's probably a golf term. Let's just assume it's right.
Okay. Indian Prime Minister. Like
we don't know it. Okay. What's 15 across?
So cool, right? Or so, it's
yeah.
And then opposite of radial is planar. No, don't know. More than right or seldom correct.
I feel like 15 across is maybe low something. What about a twerp?
Where are you? Here? Oh, twerp.
Yeah.
A low
bar.
Okay, maybe we can get. Oops, this is definitely an E, right? A low
bar.
So then, what is this cool?
I don't know, but well, get rid of the O.
I think it's something cool, right?
Probably, but
no. More than right.
Does low bow make sense? But
Low. I don't know. So more.
okay, ELO was a total guess.
Okay.
I do kind of like lot. But more than right makes me think, oh, what about alt? Like, because it makes me think of like politics, right? But more than right.
Or seldom correct. Okay, I mean,
what about J-Lo then? What about J-Lo for
okay.
double fantasy? And then lot we can get rid of then.
More than
Twerp was a guess, but wait, 81 is too early for J-Lo, right?
really?
Isn't it? She's not much older than us, right?
I don't know.
I don't think she's that
Okay.
much older than us, and so that would put her pretty young for getting a Grammy.
Okay.
Seldom correct is off base, misguided, altered. Okay, you can get rid of bar. We're not getting anywhere with the bar, so we can go back to
I like
you.
so cool.
Yeah, and I like you.
Okay.
Like a coat is for sheep. So
Okay.
I mean, if you're getting rid of everything else, you can get rid of
Oh,
the
it's a new low. New low. New low.
okay. Okay, let's try ulnar.
Ulnar. Rao.
Yes.
Rao makes sense.
Okay. Obtuse.
Obtuse?
Yeah. And like Ono for Yoko Ono. Like a
okay.
right angle, obtuse angle.
Omaha. Isn't there some gambling? What is the Omaha?
Well, any, I mean, it's still, I don't know if there's more to it, but Omaha steak is a pun because it would normally be Omaha STEAK.
Right.
And so, anyways.
Omaha is a kind of poker game, I think.
Oh, really?
I think so.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Okay. That was a little bit long for Wednesday for us, I think.
Was it? Did we really go? I don't think we went over half an hour.
No, but we.
Okay, but it was longer than I'm sorry, I still think of our Wednesday average as like 25 to 30 minute average. I didn't realize we're down to 18 and a half, even with that lengthy one.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was a little bit challenging for us for Wednesday, I think.
Yes, we didn't get some of the references. I didn't realize it took us that long, but shall we read the article?
Do you have time for the article?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna
make you hungry.
Mute for a moment while I crinkle something.
That's right. What is this? Oh, hair. Yeah, it definitely gave us a little bit of some
a reminder for our egos.
Can I scroll down?
Yes. But if
Yeah,
you can
I
leave
think-
the first tricky clue for me to read, that would be
No,
great.
no, yeah. So I think that Rachel hit the same because we were stuck on the Central North section.
Okay. I didn't read through her 5 across comment as far as you maybe had, but I didn't realize that obtuse gave her the was a bit obtuse for her, just like for us, but
Yeah, I did
and
not
it was
really
our
get that,
last
and I
puzzle
still
too.
yeah.
We should have. You don't get it? A right angle.
No, I got that with the explanation, but the part that I don't think of like I think of obtuse as dense and uncomprehending, which is different in
But
my
not necessarily
seldom
wrong.
correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyways. I don't think I've ever seen hair.
I don't think I've watched the whole thing through, but I've definitely heard some of the songs and like seen some clips.
Can I scroll down?
I'm on the 15 across.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we were I think we were on the same wavelength today because we were a little flummoxed by the bad record to set.
Back and dough. Yep.
I thought of et al at first at the beginning, but I think of it as meaning and others, but not necessarily like, I don't know. I was stuck on the use of the word unlisted numbers because I don't really think of people or authors as numbers, but okay, so I appreciate the explanation. I thought of et al very early on, but didn't think it fit. And then when we had ETA and you came up with et al, I was like, okay, fine, no problem. But I still didn't quite get it. So now I get it. Thank you.
No, it took me a lot. Only when I just filled it in did I really just make it make sense. But where are you? I'm sorry,
I'm on 32 across. Nope. Okay. And you need the explanation for 32 across.
Yeah.
What does tautology mean? Is it just like
it's basically
like,
a tautology is something that is just logically necessarily true, which is to say, like, A implies A as a tautology.
Oh, I did not know that sal soda is another name for sodium carbonate or washing soda. I have never heard of the e-book before either.
Yeah. Okay, can I scroll down? I didn't even recognize that radial is a body part, but
well,
I don't know my anatomy very well.
I guess I'm sorry. I was stuck on it in terms of thinking about symmetry, but now I get it. So the radius and the ulna are the arm bones, and so having to do with one or the other, I guess, would be radial or ulnar. But I kept thinking of radial symmetry and then radial tires.
Can I scroll down?
I knew about coats. You're asking if you can scroll down. Sorry, I'm a little behind. I'm on 11 down.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't notice how pork filled in. So I appreciate seeing it here again.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm ready to scroll whenever you are.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm now appreciating the theme in a new way. Except for needing to have a rebus, I didn't quite understand why the last thing was squeezed. But now I understand. Like all of the other ingredients are chopped up and then you squeeze on lime and you've got pico de gallo. And the way the words appeared throughout the theme revealers was all chopped up. And then obviously for the rebus squeezed in.
Oh, it was squeezed in. Okay, that last point I had not gotten. I'm sorry, can I scroll down?
I wasn't reading while I was speaking, so I'm still on in the first theme entry at 17 across
Right here.
section.
Okay.
I'm sorry, and I stopped paying attention to the words in brackets as we were going, so I missed the like chop chop squeeze.
I see.
Except for helping me make sense of how compliments could fit in.
Right. Yeah, I probably should have vocalized. I noticed that it was chopped and then squeezed, but then I didn't say anything about it. And I'm ready to scroll whenever you are.
Mm-hmm.
What is mirepoix? Poi?
I have no idea. It's probably a good guess to think it's not widely known.
Mm-hmm. I'm ready to scroll whenever you are.
Mm-hmm.
I promise never to put e-boat in another puzzle. Okay. I'm
Sounds
ready
good.
whenever you
I'm
are.
good with the article. Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Me too.
Okay. See it. Or we'll end.
Mm-hmm.